with your goals, I'm bringing my game.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Willis now off the play fake. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Let's go now.
Fournette, a first down carry. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, it's Fournette. The Jaguars at 11-2 now. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They run for the first time with James Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
60.
Willis out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. 3rd down, it's Willis. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it at the line of scrimmage.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jordan Davis racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Herbert. That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 24. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Hall. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Here we go on 4th. Herbert, he's got the connection to Moore. And he is going to have the Cowboys. They manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Herbert on 1st down now. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And this is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert now. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Micah Parsons. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. There he goes, left side. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Then you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. And a loose football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now it's Herbert. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And this is more of the same right here. These guys have definitely been the aggressors here in the first half. They pushed the envelope in terms of play calls, and that's reflected in the score. And now they're in a position to widen this lead.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To the air on first down, here's Willis. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
To throw, here's Willis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Malik Willis taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You don't
down.
want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Herbert. This pass out wide to Hall. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Herbert. Flush to his, and the pressure gets to him again. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find his man, Woods. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
go now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They go play action with Willis. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And this offense has really just been humming all game long. So to me, they're just saying, we want to finish this one off in the third quarter so we can coast home in the fourth. And this is just a tremendous play. Something we've seen time and again from this offense.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Fournette running right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a... Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
99 Broncos.
Now Willis on third down. Eluding the press. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Koo knocks this one to the post. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Operating from the gun. Herbert. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On first down, it's Herbert. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Willis now off play action. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Davis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Devin White, the linebacker. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been...
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Jalen Phillips picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now Hall to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. Over the and the ball is knocked out. And the Jags grab it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here. And now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth-quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery to about the 40-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Let's go. Ready.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter. Up really big. That pass and incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Third down, it's Willis. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A big completion there against double coverage. And, Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for? It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
They go with the option on fourth down, left side. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the...
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end. Came all the way from